What is it like to have your twin flame come be with you? Let me tell you, it is absolutely magical. There's like rainbows in the sky all the time, and unicorns are flying out of your butt, and fireworks, and it's just magical. Oh, I love them so much. Yes. No, that is not what it's like to be with them. That's not what it's like, guys. That's soulmates. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. This is not soulmates, guys. Let me just get this out of the way up front. What it's really like to be with them, your twin flame. What it's really like, peace, zen, right? Samadhi. The mind, which is duality, I feel good, I feel bad. It's right, it's wrong. Love, fear. I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. The mind is duality. It's going to look at what I'm trying to explain, perhaps, and label it neutral or something, right? Oh, that sounds boring. You know, it's going to try to say that it's bad somehow, that's what it's actually like when your twin flame is permanently in your life. It's just zen and peaceful. There's no fireworks. There's no butterflies or intensity of emotion. That does not mean that there is not romance, but it depends on what we are calling romance, right? So, and that word romance is just a label, and people can use that word in different ways. So if you're hanging out with your twin flame, if they're permanently in your life and you guys are holding hands, kissing, having sex, watching movies, going for walks, having dinners together, whatever, candlelit dinner, going for walks while you're holding hands, right? Is that romantic? I think so. But some people might not think that's romantic unless there is an intensity of emotion. So everything else could be exactly the same as it is with a soulmate type of connection, but absent the emotional intensity. There is no emotional intensity. It is a spiritual intensity. You are a three-part triune being: body, mind, soul. Everybody knows that you and your twin flame are the same soul. The mind is duality. I feel good, I feel bad. I like it, I don't like it. Positive, negative, past, future, me, you, here, there, etc., etc. The soul is not duality. Okay? And the soul is consciousness, and the soul is who you are, and that also is your twin flame. Everybody knows that you are the same soul. It's consciousness. Consciousness is not thought. The mind is thought, duality, thought, I like it, I don't like it, feel good, feel bad. The soul, consciousness, non-duality, being, pure existence. That's the soul. So when your twin flame comes around to stay with you permanently, what is that like? It's like the soul, guys. And it's beautiful. It's who you really are. There's no suspicion. There's no worry. And it quite frankly doesn't really matter to you if they are physically with you or not. And that is exactly why they stay. That's the paradox about this, that the mind cannot comprehend, especially when you've got all of the, I don't want to call it conditioning, because I think emotional romantic love, like you could have with a soulmate type person, is nice, actually. But I suppose maybe conditioning is an appropriate word because of how society places this great importance on that. And it says that if you don't have that emotional security, that's bad. And it's not. Emotions are not bad, but that's not who you are. Emotions are of the mind. And again, I'm not saying that's bad. Emotions are pleasant, actually, a lot of the time. They can be negative, bad, so-called experiences. But it's just not who you are, guys. You are your twin flame. You are the soul. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you have a body and a mind, but that you are the soul. When you do the thing that we call die, the mind falls away, the body falls away. What's left? You, the real, actual you, the soul, which is consciousness, which is not thought. It's also not duality. It's being. It is existing. You are the exister. And when your twin flame is there permanently with you, it's like that. It's just there. It just is. There's no worry. There's no questioning. And they just want to be around you. Now, here comes a million questions. Oh, do they still talk to other people? Are they going to cheat on you? Blah, 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 blah. If you believe the thinker, the ego personality, right? All of these retained memories, all of these stored reactions, if you derive your sense of self from the ego personality instead of the soul, which is who you really are, then you believe that it is you who is asking all of these questions and worried about this other person. And when you are in that state, that's when they do those things, your twin flame. Run, reject you, act like a narcissist, lie to you, cheat on you, whatever it is that they did, right? But when you no longer energetically identify with the personality ego as your sense of self, and you instead energetically are aligned with your soul, which is consciousness, not memories, not stored reactions. It's just existing. It's consciousness. When you energetically align with your soul, which is your twin flame, they are just there, guys. And that's all. And it's relaxing. It's peaceful. It's intense peace. It is Zen. There's no worry. It's not really neutral. Neutral is a place between two extremes, positive, negative, plus, minus. Neutral would be zero, the fulcrum between the two extremes of duality. This isn't really neutral because what I'm talking about is removed from the entire spectrum of duality. It's a completely different system. In fact, it's not a system. Duality is a system. And it never dawns on the duality system of the mind that there is another way, which exists outside of, apart from the duality of the mind-ego personality. The mind-ego personality is not bad. To call the mind-ego personality bad is actually the mind. Ironically, it just is, guys. And you don't need to do anything about it. You just need to remember who you really are. You are the soul. You are the consciousness that precedes thought. You are the exister. You are the observer, the knower, the beer. The mind is the doer, the questioner, the thinker. And it has its place. The mind is an amazing, beautiful tool to assist you in this physical reality of duality that we live in. But that's not who you are. The mind is just a mask. It's just a tool. You are an astronaut in outer space. You need a space suit. The spacesuit is your tool, and you can wield it and use it. But if you believe you are the spacesuit, that's when there's a problem. That's when your twin flame runs. The twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. This is nothing more than traditional Zen spiritualism. That's what I tell all my students. This is a 10,000-year-old teaching. You guys might look at me and say, oh, that's a twin flame teacher. Am I? I don't think so. Honestly, I believe I'm a teacher of consciousness. But here's the thing. Your twin flame is that. That's what it's like to be with them. As an aside, you can't really be with your twin flame. You are them. You have to release the illusion that you are separate from them and go in here to where you are uniform, where you are one. That's all. That's all there is, guys. Thanks for watching.